goodness.
With brutality. Just talk to me, just talk to me. Hey, what's going on? This one, hey, this when the black really was being black. You know what I mean? Like, you know what's going on? Man?
Right.
Talk to me.
It's not
Hey, that's right. Yeah. That's right. Break it down, boy.
If it be upside down like a mug.
Break it down, boy. That's right. That's right. Mother. Everything
Next
all right?
on Mark My Words Sports Show, the NFL has a huge COVID-19 problem as the Tennessee Titans has 23 positive cases and a whole lot of teams is switching days as far as what days their games are going to be played. Me, Kenny, and Ken's going to talk about that and a whole lot more right now on Mark My Words Sports Show. Keep it locked right here. 602-354-8823 is the number to call. And as always, keep 1 million right here on RadioPhoenix.org.
Because everything I told you ain't never sound absurd. And everything I told you ain't never been the blurred.
Hey, you know there's still time until October 31st to fill out the census. Don't forget to respond and make sure to count all the kids and babies living with you most of the year, even if they're not family members. It only takes a few minutes.
The census,
local schools and programs
stuff,
get more of the
man.
federal funding they need for the next
I don't
10
have time for
years.
that, fam.
Fill out the census
I got
today.
stuff going on. I don't have time for the census.
Census.gov.
Stuff
That's
going on. I don't wear work. The next one.
NY2020census.gov. Or call 844-330-2020.
Okay, coming up this week on Mark My Words Sports Show, we're going to talk about Bill O'Brien's firing with the Houston Texans and all the drama that ensued with that.
I don't know what happened here. This
Also,
is all upside down and backwards.
The
And
Tennessee
whatnot.
Titans have
My bad, y'all. If it's upside down and backwards, I don't know.
positive tests, and it's been spreading out.
Mark my words.
in
First
the
time
NFL.
YouTube on
Their
live. I think I'm live on
game
YouTube
against the
on
Bills
live.
have been moved to Tuesday, and there's some more NFL games that have been moved around. I'm wondering if the whole season is going to last 16 games. Me, Kenny, Kenton, we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about the Los Angeles Lakers, one win away from another NBA championship. It'll be the first time in over 10 years. They're in the Black Mamba jerseys that Kobe Bryant himself had
the stand is messed up. So
created, and they're undefeated in the playoffs in those jerseys. I'm just wondering if did they jinx it or not, but I'm thinking they're going to close it out. And as well as Major League Baseball, the playoffs are underway. The Atlanta Braves and Houston Astros have made it to their respective championship series. Waiting on the Yankees-Rays series and the Dodgers-San Diego series, which looks like that's the more exciting series of the whole playoffs when you have all that star power over there. And we're also going to look at those respective bubbles. If you don't know, you have the NBA bubble, you have the NHL bubble. We also have baseball, that's changed to a sort of bubble in the playoffs. And what can the NFL learn from that? Because they're not in the bubble, and they're doing what's going on with the beginning of Major League Baseball season as COVID-19 ravaged through the Florida Marlins and the Phillies. So we're also going to talk about that and what does the NFL need to do, or do they need to just shut it down completely? So these are the topics and more that we're going to talk about this week. And I need you guys to go on all social media platforms and subscribe to Mark My Words Sports Show on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. We're going to have more content up. And also on Anchor.fm. Go on Anchor.fm and we're going to have more content up there. And call in 602-354-8823. Let us know about your teams and how do you feel about what's going on in the sports world today. And as always, keep 1 million.
1 million, man.
We're going to be back with more Mark My Words Sports Show.
Kenny gonna do the What's Going On Phoenix shit?
Real just shit you can mark.
Kenny. We can hear you.
Kenny, we can hear you, bro. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. We can hear you, bro. Go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead, bro.
What's going on, Kenny? Mark my words, we are live.
Sports show,
we are
sports
here.
show. We are here. Hey. Come on now. That's what I'm talking about. That's what they know.
By Southern Arizona.
Oh, wow.
Coming soon.
We do have some new people listening. I want to thank everybody for listening. Mark My Words Sports Show.
Indeed.
And right now we're via Zoom with Kenny. What's going on, man? I mean, this new technology. I know we had to figure it out. So.
Oh, wait, man. This is all brand new to me, man. I feel like I'm doing something big.
Indeed, you are. You are. Don't feel like that. You
For
are.
me, this is like the most technological thing I've pretty much ever done.
Yeah. That's
Right. And this basically what life is now.
New listeners, you know what I'm saying? I hope you guys enjoy our content. I'm going to try my best to keep it funny and keep you entertained.
Yeah.
Right. No doubt. And this is what life is. It's been going on for the past 6-7 months. Everybody has, in the first part of the pandemic, been working from home, doing Zoom. And the people who have bought stock in Zoom, they're making a lot of money right now because they surpassed Skype and all that, so. And now we're finally on Zoom now, so,
Finally.
it's kind of crazy.
We on
Right.
Zoom,
Of all people,
we
Kenny's on Zoom.
We on Zoom, dog.
Right. Of all things.
Yeah.
Exactly.
2020, brother.
Exactly.
Welcome. Indeed.
Gotta give you a round of applause, Kenny, for coming into the 21st century. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right. Well, let's get into it. What's actually scary is COVID-19.
It's scary, man.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
AKA
Cordell virus.
Cordell virus, baby.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
He taking people out, man.
Right. So
Stuff is real, man.
the Tennessee Titans, man, 23 cases.
Jesus.
And basically they was doing things that they weren't supposed to do. They were practicing when they was not supposed to practice. I mean, this reminds me of, like I said, the beginning of the baseball season when players were still going out, going to restaurants when they weren't supposed to, especially out there in Miami, where Miami Marlins. I mean, you see how it is in the South, how COVID-19 is just going crazy.
All sports and everything.
Yeah.
Dude, you are incompetent. That's incompetence at its best, man. They need to respect this disease. And really, I wish we could have went and found the sound that I had. Remember when I was saying they should suspend the season, wait till we find a cure for this thing. It's never going to go away. It's going to be, COVID-19 is going to be the cure. And it's just going to become like the average flu.
Right, you're talking about the Myron Roll. I still have Myron Roll. I still have that as well. So, Right, and exactly,
Wow.
parents
Wow.
and family members and children and
Taylor had his lungs punctured. He couldn't sue that doctor for doing that to him unnecessarily. So
Wow.
exactly. Exactly, and then on even on top of that, if something happens, they will get fined. I mean, there's other coaches, Sean McVay, saying that the Tennessee Titans should get at least a draft pick taken away, a huge fines. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. I mean,
Yeah.
how do you guys feel about that?
Yeah.
trying to win games in the AFC West, man, and focus on his own division. That's what he should do, man. He shouldn't be all up in somebody else's business, man, because
Focus on your division.
y'all don't even got to play him, man. So ain't the trip. Be glad you don't.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Focus on
speaking
your
of the people that do have to play against the Tennessee Titans is the Bills. That game has been moved to Tuesday, right? Well, I guess they want to do more cleaning, more testing, things, things of that nature. Basically, what, like I said, what Major League Baseball did in the beginning
Yeah.
of their season
Precautions.
to actually prolong the season. Because you
Precautions.
already have the Pittsburgh
Yeah.
and Titans game that's pushed all the way to November. And now because of that,
Diego, man, it ain't gonna do no good. If COVID gonna get you, it's gonna get you.
right.
That's what I was saying earlier.
And the thing is, now Pittsburgh has to play 13 games in a row because of it. Now, is that fair on their part? I mean, people are saying just suck it up and play. You want to play, you're making millions of dollars. You're going to have to play. You're not going to have any more bye weeks. But this is what they signed up for. I mean, can you feel sorry for these players?
No. The players always screw themselves. Whenever you got a CBA, man, I promise you, man, it can threaten that it's not going to be played. But, when it's billions of dollars on the table like it is, oh, trust and believe, you have no problem. That season's going to start on time.
Right.
You have that same threat, and it can really follow through, as we've seen.
Is it gonna last, Ken?
Exactly. Now,
Is it gonna last, though? That's the question.
yeah.
Well, Ken, when does it become too much? When does it become too much of a threat
Well,
to other people?
I
That's what it. You got the New England Patriots. You got Cam Newton. You know what I mean? It's too much already.
Too much.
right.
Too much already.
And the thing is with
You've been saying that.
right with Gilmore getting it,
Yeah.
he actually was hugging and handshaking
Wow.
Patrick Mahomes after the
Wow.
game, after the Chiefs game. Patrick Mahomes, he had an interview after that saying that he was, he was a lapse in judgment and irresponsible, whatever. Now you have Cam Newton who has it, who has to quarantine. He may be back in the next couple weeks. But if someone like Patrick Mahomes gets it, or Tom Brady gets it,
Jesus.
or one of those top, echelon players get it, I think then the NFL is going to be looking to
Yeah.
shutting down that season. And because that's
They
not
should get
happening,
that.
because no superstars aren't getting it,
Yeah.
they're going to keep the season going because they still have money to make.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Stuff started. I was like, man, we should not start no sports.
At all.
We
I
should
agree with
wait.
that.
We
I
should
agree
wait
with that.
and do a responsible thing.
Yeah.
I'm a sports fan, a sports junkie. I've been watching sports since the 70s. And I care about people's lives and how, this can impact. Like I said, you got to be responsible for the players who don't know they have a pre-existing condition. You know what I mean? And it's what is going to happen if it's going to kill you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Right. Well, I mean, and that's the worst, very worst, God forbid scenario, is that one of these players, or in any sport,
God forbid. Man.
in any sport,
Right.
gets sick enough and then pass away, or one of their family members because of
forbid, bro.
them giving it to somebody else in their family.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say they really have to be mindful of that. I'm not sure
I mean,
if it's going to go past.
the
I would
sports
say
world-
I don't think it's going to go past week 8.
The sports world is taking a big chance. We're taking a big chance. Everybody's taking a big chance. You can't really sit it out. You know, so with the stipulations that the NHL, the NFL, the NBA is giving, you kind of want to follow those guidelines to be able to bring the entertainment that America is used to. But you just can't get away from it, man. It's just, you know.
Right. I mean, it's here to stay. I mean, Kenny had said it before.
You said it before.
It's here to stay.
It's here to stay.
Now, in other football news, we have Bill O'Brien, who was fired by the Texans, 0-4 start. You know, he was the GM and the head coach, gave away DeAndre Hopkins.
Wow.
You know, and it's more issues going on because now you hear about this exchange between him, J.J. Watt, and the defensive coordinator, getting a big argument a couple weeks ago. Do you think that was the main reason why he was fired, or just the whole overall 0-4?
Oh, 0-4, man.
Well,
Come on, man. Bill O'Brien, he was in over his head when he came in.
Yeah, well, you gotta look at this too. I mean, you fighting with all the players. You're 0-4. You fighting with all the players. You know what I mean? You're changing things up, and you're 0-4, and you're trying to change things up, and you're 0-4, bro.
Yeah, it's not working.
Come on, man.
It's not working at all.
Bro. You're 0-4.
Right, and you have
It's not working, bro.
and you have Deshaun Watson,
Yeah.
one of the best quarterbacks
best.
right now, and you're not giving him nothing.
Hector 0-4 because you went out and got a broke down Johnson
Exactly.
for DeAndre Hopkins.
Exactly.
Right.
Hopkins for a pack of bubble gum.
And that right there is a fireable offense to begin with.
Right.
You know, when I seen that going, like he did what? Wait a minute, he traded who? Where?
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that.
That's not going to work, bro.
I mean, even that right there, the clock was ticking because you give somebody who was inexperienced in front office. Like, yeah, he's a good coach. He's okay in that. You know, they won divisions. They made it to the playoffs.
Involved in that trade should have got a drug test right then and there. As soon as they did that trade, I would have drug tested all of them.
Right. Right. And you know, and it's funny is the fact that DeAndre Hopkins is over here trolling on Twitter, you know, all these crazy moves that Houston's making. It's like he's looking like the good guy right now. You know? Like, hey, look what they're doing. See, that's why he didn't leave, but hey, I'm glad I'm over here, not over there. What's that? He is injured.
He is injured.
So, you know.
That's the funny
thing. Right. Karma.
That's weird.
That is some.
Yeah.
That is some karma. You know what I mean?
Karma for
Right.
And bulls. Indeed.
Okay. We're gonna be right back, and we're gonna talk more NFL and get into some of the NBA finals right here on Mark My Words Sports Show.
October 31st to fill out the census. Don't forget to respond and make sure to count all the kids and babies living.
Yeah, hold on, man. Hold on.
Members. It only takes a few minutes so that local schools and programs get more of the federal funding they need for the next 10 years. Fill out the census today at my2020census.gov. That's my2020census.gov. Or call 844-330-2020.
Social distancing tip.
Putting distance between yourself and others is critical to slowing the spread of coronavirus. So here are ways to stay in contact without the physical contact part. Call, send a text, set up a video conference, post on social media, dedicate a song on the radio. If you have symptoms of fever, dry cough, and shortness of breath, call your healthcare provider before going to their office. For more info, visit coronavirus.gov.
Let's all do our part, because we're all #AloneTogether. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
It's gonna be some stuff you're gonna see that's gonna make it hard to smell.
Come on, the rain.
Through all the rain and the pain, you gotta keep your senses.
Oh.
So when y'all having y'all crosstalk, try not to talk on top of each other.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like
the listener can't hardly
Right,
hear
right,
them.
exactly.
So like
We got
if one
you,
of
bro.
y'all is saying something,
Yeah.
just hold off.
Yeah.
Then you
Yeah.
know, or if Kenny's trying to say something, just let him
Right.
say it. And then I don't know, he sounds a tad bit too low.
I was thinking that too. Is it? Does
So-
he just have to
But I don't
raise his level on his end? Because all these levels are up.
actually. It's fit.
Yeah, you so long. Hey, Ken saying hello.
Wait, yeah, I know, but hold on. Radio Phoenix. Hey, what's going on? Oh, okay. Hey, this Vex is at the door.
Oh, okay.
Cars is gonna let you in.
That's right.
All right. And what you saying? How can I
Oh,
raise
so
these levels?
okay, so if you're about to go to a break, so with
Mute him, right?
and we may have to put somebody else in here with you to help you out, because I know this is a lot of shit to be doing.
I always do this.
I understand, but it's yeah.
That's
So-
right.
So you want to put him on mute right before you go, because otherwise he's always going to be heard on the air.
Right, right.
You know, and you want to pull your mics down before you know, so that they can't hear y'all.
Right.
Because we heard y'all going into the break.
Oh, okay,
Or
okay.
Right after the break.
All right.
Don't worry, we can clean it up after the live show.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna turn him back. Okay.
Right.
No. I'm gonna put him back on.
What's he saying, my boy? Look, when I'm at night, all alone, when I dream so close, pictures of visions, baby, just holding you close, begging on your body, baby, and I'm up like a ghost. Motherfuckers know about me, baby, back West Coast. I'm a young ripster, out the demon was the city. Motherfuckers know about it when I am.
Okay, we back. Mark my words. Kenny, you have to unmute yourself.
Kenny, you gotta unmute yourself, brother. Hey, look, I'ma bust this rap. For
Kenny.
young Ken, in fact, unmute yourself.
Kenny, if
brother.
you could hear me, unmute.
Can you hear us, my man? Can you hear us?
I'm gonna wait till Kaja gets back. So, yes, you
There
are.
you go.
Thank you.
There you go.
Okay.
Praise God.
All right.
You good. You good.
No, it's all good. Right. Right.
You good, brother. You good. We moving.
Okay, now another big issue that happened in the NFL is Dwayne Haskins getting benched.
Getting benched.
Now, you know, Ron Riviera, Riverboat Ron, has said that.
Ron Riviera.
Right. Now here's what's
That's
funny
cold.
though. He said that he gave him a chance and he didn't, do what they want him to do. He didn't have any OTAs. He didn't have any pre-practices like everybody. But then, hey, you know whose backup is the kid from the Carolina Panthers.
Yep.
Allen.
Allen.
So the thing is, some people are kind of upset about it because if what's his name, Kenyon Allen?
His name is the
I can't
quarterback's
think about it right now.
name.
So Allen, he was saying that he beat him outright, but they gave Dwayne Haskins the start.
Mm-hmm.
Now he played pretty good. It's just you played against better teams. You know what I mean?
Right.
So with that,
I think it's Josh Allen.
that's not his name. Josh Allen plays for the Bills.
Okay.
So why would you still start Dwayne Haskins if you know he's not as good as your backup?
And that was all the money he spent.
Well,
yeah. Mm-hmm. He spent that money on it.
well, the thing is, right? Kyle Allen is his name. Excuse me,
Kyle Allen.
Yeah.
So it's not his guy anyway. So you know what I mean? Dwayne should already have seen this coming anyway.
And the thing is now, since Riviera is the GM, he's taking control of the team, so he's gonna bring his guy in. I think they should have just put Kyle Allen in to start. They should have just started game one. If you're gonna, you know, I mean, you want to see what Dwayne Haskins has and what he can do, but you see what he can do last season, you know.
Ready, and it's much easier to start the franchise that you want to build with the guy already in place. And if he can play, I think he can play. They just got to get him a player. Like I was telling you earlier, it may be a situation to where Washington has a whole bunch of run blocking quarterbacks because he's black. So just keep that 1 million. As being a guy who's on the run mobile. Dwayne Haskins is the opposite. He's a quarterback that's going to stand in the pocket. So you need to get pass blockers, you know what I'm saying, so they can be a pass-happy offense and have an occasional run that hit you. You know what I mean, just to keep you off balance enough. So maybe they need to switch up the offensive line that they got to get pass blockers instead of run blockers.
And you know what? That makes a lot of sense. And now with Kyle Allen, he's actually more of a running quarterback. He goes out of the pocket, does these naked bootlegs, you know, kind of like how Cam Newton was in that offense in Carolina. You know, they basically pluck.
Yeah, that's what they're looking for. What's happening? They have a whole bunch of run blocking, you know what I mean, offensive linemen.
Right.
Pass
right.
blockers. Pass blocking, yeah.
Right. And
yeah. Create that pocket. Yeah. Pocket quarterback.
Now, I would say here's a question for both of you guys. Kenny first, and then Kenton. With Tyrod Taylor and Dwayne Haskins, it looks like, especially with Tyrod Taylor, he's been passed up his whole career. He's been passed up. I feel so sorry for him. You know what I mean? What team is best suited for each quarterback, Dwayne Haskins and Tyrod Taylor?
Want me to go first, Ken?
Yeah.
Well, I'm ready.
Go ahead, Kenton.
I think that for Tyrod Taylor, he has to go to a team that's basket knit. And they're starting from the bottom, and they're working their way up to the top. He has to go to the Jaguars. He has to go to a team like something like Savoir-Faire. You know what I mean? I know you got Fitz, what's his name? Fitz something over there.
Fitzpatrick's in Miami.
Yeah.
You have Gardner Minshew in Jacksonville.
So I think it's just like Gardner Minshew is changing the game at Jaguar. He's bringing a new presence, but I feel like something like that where he could build his own regime is where Tyrod needs to go. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, it's Tyrod. I think he'll thrive in the Canadian Football League.
Right. Right.
You think I'm playing? I'm 100% serious.
Right,
I think he'll win great cups up there.
Right now, Kenny, we do gotta go to break, but
right, he only 27.
Right, Kenny, we gotta go to break.
But this is the problem. He keeps missing so much.
We're gonna come right back. Hold that thought. We're gonna talk about this on the other side of the break. Okay?
Yeah.
So we'll talk about more Dwayne Haskins, Tyrod Taylor. Where should they go? Call in 602-354-8823. We'll be right back, and as always, keep 1 million.
To respond and make sure to count all the kids and babies living with you most of the year, even if they're not family members. It only takes a few minutes so that local schools and programs get more of the federal funding they need for the next 10 years. Fill out the census today at my2020census.gov. That's my2020census.gov. Or call 330-2020.
Para mucha gente del país, tener un día de tranquilidad con la familia es difícil. Le pasa a Raquel de Dallas, una madre que
I
trabaja.
scheduled that one?
Los niños tienen que ir a la
Yeah,
escuela,
they did.
nosotros tenemos que ir al trabajo.
Pero hay algo que muchas mamás no saben, y es que el bosque, ese respiro que necesitan, está realmente cerca.
Este lugar es increíble.
Tu familia también puede disfrutar de la tranquilidad del bosque en menos de 90 minutos. Entra en descubreenbosque.org y encuentra el bosque más cercano.
Okay, you
El
gotta
bosque
remember to
más
do
cerca
that.
de
Yeah,
Texas.
yeah.
Un mensaje del Servicio Forestal de los Estados Unidos y
There
la
you go,
alcance.
good. Which one was that?
PSA ESC
That there?
Escape Project. Huh? Here, I'll show you.
No, so you got dead area? Or what's
No,
Oh.
son. No. Right here.
ESC.
Yeah.
Escape, okay.
Yeah. Project Mother.
I'll make sure not to put that one on anybody else.
Yeah, we got Spanish list. You guys listen to Spanish, so right. I didn't listen to it. Hey, what's going on, Vex? What up, man? Hey. It would have been funnier if you gave him a library.
Look.
No, I said, what's up, man? All right, we live. I think we're live. YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with YouTube.
Y'all
I
on
just
YouTube
recorded.
right
I
now?
don't think I did live though. Huh?
Y'all on YouTube right now?
Yeah, but I don't think we're live. I'm not sure. I just did it. We're not because Facebook mutes us. So I was like, we'll just go on YouTube.
Damn.
So so on YouTube is Mark My Word Sports Show.
Y'all ready for your next segment?
Okay, we're back on Mark My Word Sports Show. Kenny, can you hear us? Kenny? Kenny,
Ken, you back on?
we're back on. Unmute yourself.
Unmute yourself, brother.
Yeah,
you go.
there you are.
That's
All right.
my man.
All right. So, we're back. Now, with this Dwayne Haskins situation you was talking, where would Dwayne Haskins needs to go? What team do you see him fitting? Maybe not starting, maybe a backup, but obviously he's not going to be Washington. Okay, unmute.
I'm muted, bro.
Text him to unmute.
I'm muted, bro. Unmuted, bro.
Kenny, can you hear me?
He'll be on.
Press the microphone.
There you go. He's on.
We hear him, he can't hear us.
You hear us, Ken? You hear us?
You have to unmute the.
I'm muted, bro. 1 second.
Keep talking, y'all.
Now, okay, now I would think actually Dwayne Haskins would possibly need to go, let's say, somewhere where he can learn, like how
Yeah.
Jameis Winston is at.
Yep. You hear us, Ken? All right, cool.
Yeah, you have to press the microphone.
Just unmuted,
To
bro.
unmute.
You were
Every
muted.
time.
Huh?
The studio was muted.
Oh,
You're fine,
okay.
you're fine, you're fine. Just keep
You
going.
good. You good.
All right.
Right.
So, I was thinking Dwayne Haskins would need to go possibly to a team that has a coach that can coach him up, that can actually teach him how to.
Like who?
I was Kansas City, with Eric Bieniemy as offense coordinator. Stay there for a year
It's not about
and
today.
learn
It's
the
about
game.
tomorrow. That's what
Right?
you're saying.
Exactly.
Learn the game,
Hey, you
bro.
may win some championships
Yeah.
there. You know what I mean? With under Eric Reed and Bieniemy, you know.
Vegas Raiders. Just think
Okay.
about it. What did Gruden win with?
Speed.
An old non-mobile, non-mobile,
Quarterback.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that does make sense. It does. You know, I mean, you have Derek Carr back there, and that's basically all they have right
Show
now.
him something. Show him a little something.
So you know, that's another coach that can teach them how to read defenses and you know, learn the game. You know, have the game slow down for him because he's getting sacked too many times. You know, he's throwing interceptions. So, you know. Right. 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 Just hopefully. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right here he has a live arm. You know, don't give up on Haskins.
Right. That's true. That's true. Yeah. Right. Now, let's switch real quick to Major League Baseball because now you have the Dodgers and San Diego. They're in the series. You have the Yankees and Tampa Bay. That series is tied. Okay. No, it's 2-2. It's just tied 2-2. No. You have Houston. They're going on to the ALCS. You have Atlanta going on to the NLCS.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Dodgers and San Diego series. I mean,
Oh, Jersey, man. That all
San Diego.
That pinstripe
That's
yellow.
hard. The Padres. Yeah, that Padres is stupid. That brown and orange is so wet.
Look, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm getting one. Who
That's
gonna know
wet,
where I'm
bro.
going?
That's wet. That's wet.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta wear the white jeans. Me myself, I need some white jeans. I need some white jeans with that, bro.
Right.
Get some white jeans, bro.
Now that series, if the Dodgers should make it off that series, I mean, how do you think that series would go between the Dodgers and Atlanta? Because Atlanta is a scary team with some great pitching and young hitters.
Yeah.
That's flat out the best baseball player, man, right now. Young baseball player in the game right now. That dude is scary. He's like Bo Jackson on steroids. You know what I'm saying? And he's one of the Latin players, so you know, and he has fun when he's destroying you. Then you also have Freddie Freeman that I think Acuna has like extended his career. You know what I mean? They're taking his bat a little bit further because you know Freeman is on his way out. But once again, I think where the Dodgers have like an advantage is that the Dodgers have pitching, young pitching that's still dominant. You know what I mean? You have Dustin May who's getting the ball tonight. You also have Walker Buehler who's like, oh come on, now let's just say it, he's the #1 pitcher now. Kershaw's #2, but you still have Kershaw who goes out and strikes out 9 batters in a row.
Right. Now, I would say, right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. That was probably one of the best plays in the playoffs is Cody Bellinger's stab. His you know leap. It looked like he can dunk. How high he got up there. You know to rob that home run. Yeah, he got some hops. Right. I couldn't do that at all. So
it hurt.
Right. So my question to you guys is Clayton Kershaw. It's the playoffs. They're getting deeper in the playoffs. Can Clayton Kershaw get that monkey off of his back?
That monkey off of his back this year. He got that monkey off of his back the last 2 years, but they were banging on trash cans. So, yes, he's going to get that monkey off of his back this year because nobody's banging trash cans now. You know what I mean?
That part right
So, just wait, man.
Right, and speaking of, you know, the Astros, they're actually talking a lot of mess over there since they, since they moved on now to the ALCS to wait on either the Yankees or the Rays. I mean, I really want the Yankees to go there so they could just beat on the Astros, because that's another team that the Astros robbed was the Yankees. So it's funny how it's coming to fruition. These teams that have been, hated each other. I mean, they did beat Oakland, but that was some drama there. Now the next series is going to be some drama if the Yankees, pass the Rays. But the Rays is tough. They're the number 1 team in the AL. The Rays is real tough. Like I said, that series is tied right now 2-2. I think it may come out to either the Yankees or Houston going against the Dodgers. And if the Yankees if the Dodgers play Houston, man, that's you're gonna need they're gonna need some riot gear over there. They seriously gonna need some riot gear. Seriously.
That World Series again, man. I'm taking the whole week off just to watch the game.
there. On the back.
I'm serious. I'm gonna watch that game. That series is gonna be worth watching.
Right.
Right. Yeah, they want it back. They want all that back, man. So that's gonna be something to watch.
Okay, now moving to the NBA Finals. Okay. The Lakers are 1 win away from the championship, 3-1, and I say that last game was the best playoff game of the whole. In all the playoffs, that was the best game. You had an old style game, great defense, great offense, low scoring, blocked shots, key 3-pointers at the end. Anthony Davis hitting that 3 to dagger to win the game. It seemed that game really seemed like an old style 80s, 90s playoff game. And since the Lakers changed their jerseys to the Black Mamba jerseys, I think they're going to win it. I know, Kenny, you know that that's in your blood that they're going to win it. How tough have Miami has been, against the Lakers?
Let's talk about the Black Mamba jerseys. I think you're talking about more right there.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Kenny.
Jerseys. I mean, we could be coming to get you jerseys. That's what LeBron is telling Miami. Jimmy Butler, you shouldn't have been running your mouth talking about we in trouble. Now, Jimmy, you in trouble. You know what I'm saying? I like Jimmy Butler, though. Jimmy Butler, all he needs is a Robin, and he can go. Like, imagine Giannis Antetokounmpo in Miami with Jimmy Butler. Oh, my God.
Wow. That's scary. Don't say that, man. You might get somebody some ideas, man. That's scary.
Radio Phoenix.
Jesus. That's scary, man. That's so scary. Yeah.
Right. Now, Kenny, hold that thought. Hold that thought. We're going to go to break. We're coming right back. More, mark my words, sports show, right?
There's still time until October 31st to fill out the census. Don't forget to respond and make sure to count all the kids and babies living with you most of the year, even if they're not family members. It only takes a few minutes so that local schools and programs get more of the federal funding they need for the next 10 years. Fill out the census today at my2020census.gov. That's my2020census.gov. Or call 844-330-2020. There's still time until October 31st to fill out the census. Don't forget to respond and make sure to count all the kids and babies living with you most of the year, even if they're not family members. It only takes a few minutes so that local schools and programs get more of the federal funding they need for the next 10 years. Fill out the census today at my2020census.gov. That's my2020census.gov. Or call 844-330-2020. 2020.
Sounded like a sound effect or something. Was there like a sound effect playing?
That was his baby.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Mute him.
I did. So when I press this, I press it twice or something because it says ask to unmute. And when I do it, it won't unmute it.
Right, so he probably muted himself because of the baby. But what I was saying earlier is somehow you accidentally muted you.
Oh.
That's you.
Okay, yeah,
See?
okay. I thought it was unmuted him.
Yeah. So just watch that, because we could hear him, but he couldn't
Right.
hear you, and that's why, because you
Oh.
muted the studio feed to
Okay.
him. So if you're ready for him, you can tell him, you
Right.
can ask him to unmute. We're gonna have to do some work in post-production, but that's okay.
Right.
Did that just skip?
Yes, for some reason it's skipping.
Oh.
Hold on. All right, we're back. Kenny, you there? All right. Yes.
Yes,
now,
sir.
with your thought talking about the Miami Heat and what they can possibly do next season or in the next couple seasons, you know, because you do have Antetokounmpo saying he wants to stay in Milwaukee, you know.
I want to stay. Oh man, on the way out. LeBron said he wanted to stay in Cleveland, and all of a sudden made the decision.
Absolutely right. That's true. That's true. You know, and you do have Pat Riley over there, who, you know, they call him the big game hunter. Right. Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he will. I think in the NBA circles he does, and now nationally, and he's gonna get the respect now because he single-handedly won that game with a 40-point triple-double. Only 3 players have done that in the NBA Finals, and the other person was LeBron James. You know, so. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be a nasty
Something like
team.
that, yeah.
I mean, and the thing about next season is, right. And the thing about next season is, you have Brooklyn's gonna be 100%, and you're gonna have Golden State that's gonna be 100%. Next season's gonna be very, very interesting.
Wow.
Very interesting, you know, because you already have Golden State. They're practicing, and also they have a top 2 pick. They may trade that. They may try to grab Antetokounmpo, giving Milwaukee that number 2 pick, and maybe somebody else. They do have Andrew Wiggins over there that they say they're going to keep. They can use him as trade bait or a piece to trade with to get another superstar with, you know, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and Draymond Green. I mean,
Be no outside shooter. Stop trying to make him a 3-point shooter. You know what I mean?
he'll
But he
step
could get
up.
to from the free throw line to the basket faster than anybody in the
Yeah,
game,
yeah.
and that's how he killed you.
right.
Could be easy. Can't easily.
Okay, right. Now with the Lakers, what do they have to do to just end this series? Because you see, you think they're gonna lose? Wow.
Through the lane with the thing like James Worthy. Big game.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Well, they can't do that because he's actually, on the virtual thing. I've seen him on there. He's sitting good. He's sitting good, drinking his drink.
Kenny used to wear the 5 at UCLA, huh? He was outside linebacker. Oh wow. Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Right now. So do you think it's over? Game 5, it's over. Or do you think it's going to 6 or 7? Right.
That's good. It's about time, bro. Go ahead and get that down.
Before we end the first hour and go to the second hour, we gotta bring back something we did before the pandemic and before all this drama and this craziness is the name game. And if you guys don't know what the name game is, I have 5 names from the sports world.
The name game.
And Kenny and Kenton is going to have to pick whether they had a good game or a bad game. So,
what's up? You gonna be all right?
right. All right. All right. Now the first name is Pender.
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 Pender had a...
Pender. Yes. What do you think, Kenton?
Pender. It's pending, but I'll go ahead and go with the positive, man. He probably had a good game.
Okay, he had a good game. Chad Pender from the Oakland A's, 3 for 4, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, in the 9-7 win over the Astros.
We still got the A's up there. That's good.
But they're out of the playoffs now, so that was the only good one they had.
That sucks, Pender.
Next one is Nova Kovas.
Novik Kovas. Novik had a Kovas. He got Kovas. He got that Kovas. Oh my God. Novik had a bad game, man. I'm not going with that, bro. I can't go with that. Kovas.
Okay. Kenton, you say he had a bad game.
Yeah.
Kenny, good game or bad game?
Cobots.
Nope.
Novik balled out?
Arvydas Novikovas, 2 goals in a 3-1 win over Estonia. He plays for Lithuania, and there's the Euro championships going on out there.
Oh, Kovas. Kovas. You got COVID-19, Kovas.
The next one is Freeman.
Freeman, that's my boy. He had a good game. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Okay. Good game or bad game?
Freeman. Freeman had a good game, fam.
No, this is Devontae Freeman, who just got signed with the Giants. He had 11 carries and 33 yards in the 17-0 loss to the Rams, which the Giants are very bad this year. I don't even want to talk about it. Don't talk to me about that.
Let's talk about that. Let's dig into that. Let's dig into that.
Right.
Let's dig in.
No, we're not digging in.
Who?
Right.
Right.
Okay, next one. Monatos.
Monatos. He had a terrible game. He's saying
I'm sorry, I'm saying it wrong. Monotas.
Monotas. Oh, no, he had a good game. Yeah, like fact. You got that Monotas in your team, brother. You got a gang of Monotas.
Good game or bad game?
I want to say good, man. I'm gonna go with good. Go ahead, Monotas.
That's for Kenton.
Oh.
That's for Kenny. Mauro Monotas. He had a red card against FC Dallas. He plays for Houston Dynamo. So he was kicked out of the game. He had a red card.
Yeah, kick that dude out, man. He sucks.
Right, and the last one is Sitspes.
Sitspes.
To Sitspes.
Oh, God. What do you think, Ken?
I'm gonna say his whole name because you'll never know who he is. Stefanos Stefanos Stifbest. I can't even say it.
Stefanos Stifbest.
Right, Stifbest.
Stifbest. Like you're sneezing or something. Hit that.
Right.
Hit that. That boy sneezing.
His Twitch or something.
That boy sneezing right now. Hit that.
Well, did he have a good game or bad game?
I'm gonna go with Hisbeth had a bad game, man. His last name was Hisbeth.
That's you, Kenton.
Oh man, he had a bad game.
He had a good game.
Did I say he had a good game?
You said he had a bad game.
Oh, that sucks.
Now, Stepis beat Andre Rublev 7-5, 6-2, 6-3 in the French Open.
Andre.
I don't know what country they're from. I would say Rublev is from Russia. But I don't know where Stepis is. I think maybe Greece. That sounds like some Greeks. You know what I mean? So that is the name game. And I think Kenny, did you get all 4 of them right? All 5 of them right? I think you did. Uh-oh.
There we go.
Well, there's the name game. Bring that back. Oldie but goodie. And that right there is the time. The first hour. I want to thank new listeners for joining us and everything like that. Everyone to go on our social media platforms and then like, share, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Right. What do you say what do you say, the gram and the tweet?
The gram and the tweet.
That was Kenny was saying.
The gram.
We're also on YouTube, so subscribe on our YouTube page. And we'll be back with the second hour right after this Mark My Words Sports Show.
Till October 31st to fill out the census, don't forget to respond and make sure to count all the kids and babies living with you most of the year, even if they're not family members. It only takes a few minutes so that local schools and programs get more of the federal funding they need for the next 10 years. Fill out the census today at my2020census.gov. That's my2020census.gov. Or call 844-330-2020.
Tom has been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. I was really starting to worry.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Almost forgot what I was doing. Almost forgot where I was going. I've been driving, I've been smoking. Almost forgot what I was doing. Almost forgot what I was drinking. What the hell have I been thinking? Now I'm just riding through the city. Now I'm just riding through the city. And ain't nobody rolling with me. And ain't nobody rolling with me. It ain't a problem, I'm gon' get it. It ain't a problem, I'm gon' get it. Just a trip, 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 trip. Ride around smoking by myself. Don't you know I do it so well? Dollar signs all on my head. Rolling solo dolo, this is trip, 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 trip. Hey, almost forgot what I was doing. Almost forgot where I was going. I've been driving, I've been smoking. Almost forgot what I was doing. Almost forgot what I was drinking. What the hell have I been thinking? For my section, roll with my protection. Who won't die next? Ain't trying to get elected. Riding by myself. Time for some reflection. I feel like a young boss. I think I step before his blessings. I can't even lie. This train needs a flex. Block for me, black man. No, they trying to stretch us. I ain't trying to preach. I ain't trying to lecture. When you make your first million cash, you won't feel the pressure. Just wanna feel the thrust. Wanna feel the texture. Wanna feel the drop top braids. Wanna feel successful. Wanna chase a guy. Never chase a message. Never stop grinding. Cherish no possessions. We ain't get accepted. Just reinvest. Thanks what I expected. Cause we ain't need a century. 60th the mecca. Choppers for detectives. FBI investors. That they can't arrest us. Almost forgot what I was doing. Almost forgot where I was going. I've been driving, I've been smoking. Almost forgot what I was doing. Almost forgot what I was drinking. What the hell have I been thinking? Now I'm just riding through the city. Now I'm just riding through the city. And ain't nobody rolling with me. And ain't nobody rolling with me. It ain't a problem, I'm gon' get it. It ain't a problem, I'm gon' get it. This is nah, real just shit, you can mark my words. 85 colors, I'll make my swerves.
We're back, Mark My Words, sports show for the second hour.
Back on it.
Yes,
we can hear you, bro.
Yes, we can.
We can hear you.
All right, Mark My Words.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Right. Now, Kenny, we're gonna mix it up. You know, we're gonna do both sports. We're gonna do, some news. This is what was our 5 things. Hour, right? So, right. Well, 5 things since the pandemic hit and the sports, was shut down, we had to come up with something new. So, 5 things is basically 5 topics from, all walks of life, and we just, put our opinions, our spin on it, how we feel about the situations.
Right.
And I got one which just came out today, okay? A militia was caught trying to kidnap Governor Whitmer, who's the governor of Michigan. Greenwich Whitmer.
Wow, it's something to laugh at. That's very
okay,
laughable.
check this out. Okay, FBI uncovered a group planning a violent attack against multiple state governments, including a detailed plot to capture or kill Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer. Individuals involved in the plot organized across Facebook groups, in person, and whatnot. The FBI did not name the group or the names of the people, right? Now the thing is, Whitmore, who's a Democrat and the governor of Michigan, she's the one, who started the shutdown over there in Michigan, and then those big protests of those militia groups and those anti-maskers and those people going against, science or whatnot about
Right.
COVID-19, and you've seen all the pictures of the people in the Capitol, with the AR-15s and shotguns and
Crazy,
whatnot.
man.
They was, you know,
That's nuts.
you know, they look like a big
Regime,
Call of Duty.
militia.
You know, Call of
Yeah,
Duty.
militia.
Yeah, I mean, they're real militias.
Delicious, bro. What's up, Ken?
The reason why I'm doing what I'm doing with my family. That right there is the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, man.
Indeed.
Because I mean, right now we're just losing it. Please, you think about what you're really that mad at, that you're ready to go to that extreme, Republican, Democrat. I mean, at the point, it's just like, come on, grow up.
Right.
Yeah.
Now Facebook did remove a group called the Wolverine Watchman Group, which the Wolverine Watchman is that known militia that's based in Michigan. I guess this is where these people came from, and also a anti-government called the Boogaloo Boys, which have been said to be white supremacists or white supremacist groups. And then they also said that this group, these people wanted to spark a civil war right around the time of the election. How crazy is that?
It's just, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Well,
Get off the front lines, man.
To me, yeah. Well, to me, it doesn't seem crazy. When you got a guy who says, "I'll shoot somebody in the middle of their head in front of Times Square and still get elected," when you got a guy who's speaking this moniker, it doesn't seem crazy. 4 years later, you got people who are reared up and ready to go to war for America that they feel like the dream was based upon, and now they feel like the dream is based upon defending it. You know what I mean? It's a lot of guys defending the dream. And, you know, I don't know who started this moniker. It's easy to say that it was a certain person, but somebody started this moniker, man, because in 2008, when Obama was getting elected, you didn't see all this. You know what I mean? It was you know, people wasn't happy with the people that was getting elected, but you didn't see this violence, man. It's violence now, and it's not American anymore. It's not filtered. It's not controlled.
It's all coming to a head, man.
Yeah.
This is what I've been thinking about too, man. It's all been coming to a head. And to be honest with you, whatever happens, and I really think what happens in this election, whoever wins, Trump or Biden, there's gonna be some problems. I mean, major problems, no matter who wins.
Well, if Trump wins, I don't think there's gonna be a problem. If Trump wins,
I think so. I think
well,
there is too.
people will be hurt, but the people that were hurt before from Al Gore and from George Bush when they cheated with Al Gore and they made George Bush the president, those people, they're gonna sit back and accept what the reality is.
But the thing is,
they're not the radical right.
The thing is, Ken, this climate is so toxic.
It is.
If you look at even in Seattle and Portland, which are Democratic states or whatnot, there's still unrest over there. There's still unrest in Minneapolis. It's not being put on the mainstream media because they're going with the debates and the politics, but there's still crazy things going on, you know, in the country. And in a month we'll see what happens, but there's going to be something major, you know. And
America needs to look past the shenanigans. Just need to look past the shenanigans, bro. Shenanigans.
And
got this message.
Well, Kenny, I was saying about 10 minutes, we're gonna get to your top 10. So get ready for that, and then.
But I actually had to listen, and I was actually working on the top 10 up to about 5 minutes before you called me for the Zoom meeting.
Wow.
Okay, all right. Yeah, the next segment we're gonna go with Ken's top 10. That's any topic Kenny goes with. He has a top 10 on it. We had so many. Oh my God, it's been doing this for over 3 years, and you're running out of topics, right? I mean. Okay. All right. That's cool. Now speaking of politics.
We really do.
All right, no
we
doubt.
really do, bro.
No doubt. Right.
Yeah, about time.
Now, speaking about politics, you know, everyone knows about what happened with Trump. He gets COVID-19. And
That's crazy.
basically, there's an outbreak like the Tennessee Titans is having, or the Miami
Everybody's
Marlins is having. It's like the White House with like I think it's like 23 people. Basically, the leaders of the country all have COVID. So if something happens to all of them, who will lead? Was Nancy Pelosi or?
Sad.
I mean, who is it?
There's nobody. There's Holbrook. Move to Holbrook.
Hey. You know, Kenny, have you seen that TV show, The Designated Survivor? That's what we're living in right now. Because remember, all those people, the leaders of the world, that whole Capitol building blew up, and then the Designated Survivor, who was left back, he ended up being the president because he was the only one left.
I remember that.
I mean, it was a good show. It's a good show.
Yeah.
But are we living in that time right now?
We are, bro.
Yeah, I'm the designated survivor because I'm out of here.
Oh, man. Oh, wow. Yeah. So, I mean, do you guys think that he's cured now or what? He's saying he's cured. They got more makeup on him than the law allow.
So my question is this. I'm going to answer a question with a question. Do you really think he had it? I mean, because I don't know a Donald Trump to go ahead and tweet any of his flaws to let people know out of his mouth what's going on with him. I don't know a Donald Trump like that. I never met a Donald Trump like that. And I've known him since 2019? He's not doing, come on, man.
Yeah, and
for
you know
him to tweet that is way out,
and that's
bro.
that's that conspiracy theory I was talking about.
Conspiracy theory, bro. He's emotional votes. Emotional.
Right. But I mean,
emotional guy. He's emotional. He's a little B for that. You're a little B for that, bro.
It's crazy because he's infected everyone wherever he goes. I feel for the people that's serving him. I feel for the butlers and the cooks out there.
They had him in the car. They had him in the car waving at everybody, and the Secret Service was driving it. And this is after he was, come on, man. You guys are morons. All of you are morons. Let's just be honest. Morons. Yeah.
Peace and tranquility.
That's all.
That's where you at. I feel you. But we still got this going on here, so But yeah, I mean, life is crazy. We just gotta wait till this next 30 or less than 30 days, about 20 something days left to the election. So we gotta see what happens. It's just.
It was in a real snobby town. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave the town nameless. But the people there are all Trump fans. So I rode around the corner one morning and I seen a Biden-Harris sign. I was like, them people are really brave with that sign out here where we are right now.
That's crazy.
Trump has all these people snowed.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. That is something.
What do you feel about Pence? What do you feel about the imagery, the irony of Pence having a fly on his face for 2 months?
Did you see that the
imagery
debate?
And irony.
Yeah,
imagery and irony.
This week the debate, the vice president debate, Kamala Harris and
Pence.
And Pence, and then there's a fly on. And the thing that made me mad was everybody was talking about the fly, and not talking about what they were talking about, which is foreign policy.
Yeah.
Which is some real issues that we got to worry about, and everyone's just talking about a fly. I don't care about the fly.
How about get the fly in your face, buddy?
I don't care.
How about be human like everybody else and swat a fly off your face? Who are you? I'm voting for you and you didn't swat a fly off your face?
And the funny thing, everybody was
That's so human.
Everybody posted on social media that
Oh, he's tough. He's so dirty and tough.
But everyone was posting the video of.
He's tough. He had America watching him, so he couldn't swat a fly off his face.
Yes.
Please, Ken. I'm
there
glad
it is
you
right
believe
there.
yourself. Jesus
Right on his
Christ, dude. That's ridiculous.
And everyone posted on social media the time where Obama had killed a fly, in the middle of an interview.
Yeah.
So everyone had to put that up.
It's called human and unhuman. It's called.
Go ahead, King. Right.
Yep.
and that's what, but that's crazy. That's the climate we live in right now. Is the fact that we're talking about flies on people's heads. Like, you didn't think about
Crazy,
that? Like,
man.
how wild is that right
It's
now?
the time we're living in, man.
Like,
It's
that is
2020,
just,
man.
that is just,
Welcome to no morals.
that's just amazing. You know what I mean?
Jesus.
So, I need everyone, like, once again, to go on social media and subscribe, follow, like, call in 602-354-8823.
Yes.
And we're gonna get with Ken's top 10. So Ken, what is your top 10? What's your top 10 about?
And this was one I had to put in work. My wife will tell you. I sat here and had to really put in work. But this is the top 10 Mary J. Blige songs.
Okay. That's
starting with number 10. Enough Crying, featuring Brooklyn. Number 9, Be With You. Number 8 is a banger, bro. I Am. Really check that one out.
That's right.
Number 7, Take Me As I Am. Number 6, also a banger, You and Me Love Session. Okay. Number 5, Share My World. Everybody know that one. Number 4, Be Happy. You know what I'm saying? Number 3, My Life, which is so deep. Number 2, All That I Can Say. And number 1, 7 Days by Mary J.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Some Mary J songs, man. They get you, especially with all his, all her breakup to makeups. Every time she breaks up, she got a platinum album coming right afterwards.
Breakup and makeup, brother.
So you already know. Any Mary J fans out there, you already know those songs.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna come right back with more Mark My Words Sports Show.
Till October 31st to fill out the census, don't forget to respond and make sure to count all the kids and babies living with you most of the year, even if they're not family members. It only takes a few minutes so that local schools and programs get more of the federal funding they need for the next 10 years. Fill out the census today at my2020census.gov. That's my2020census.gov. Or call 844-330-2020.
To some, the sound of a baby babbling doesn't mean much, but that's not
Captain
true.
Wambu was supposed to be driving some shit because he's blind. He was the first one driving a self-driven car, so they bring it out. Today was the first day they bring it out in Phoenix. Yeah, I'll just bring up two or three things.
Right now, yeah. Either or, just start with one of those.
Learn more at autismspeaks.org. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
This Killer Mike.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right, we're back. Mark my words. Kenny, you here? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah? Okay. Kenton, what was the topic you wanted to talk about? You would break.
All right, so not necessarily wanted to talk about, but something that everybody needs to know. So, you know, we catch Uber, we catch Lyft, we catch all these little rides that are happening, right? And somebody is driving that car. But now we got a self-driven car that just hit Phoenix today that'll come pick you up. And it's a guy named, by the name of Steve Mahan that retired back in like 2008.
Right.
And he was blind. He rode in the first self-driven car. And it was inspired by WAMU. And WAMU has their first self-driven car in October the 8th, which is today in Phoenix. So some people may have driven or ridden in that car. So
wait.
It's actually happening as of today.
Hold on a second.
What's up?
So you're telling me you can get a ride with a blind man in a self-driving car?
No, well, this blind man was the pioneer of
He
of the
created
first person who. No, he kind of WAMU created it, but he was the first person to ride in it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Is he going to be in the? Go ahead, Kenny.
You mean Waymo?
Waymo,
Yeah,
Waymo,
that's
Waymo.
it.
Sorry about that, Waymo. I'm saying WAMU like the
But
bank.
is he going to be in there driving with?
No.
With me?
Well, back in
Can I conversate
the
with him
early
too?
2000s, like 8 or whatever, he rode in the car
Right.
because he was blind. They
Right.
you know, so that was the
That makes sense.
Yeah, he was blind, he couldn't see, so they kind of tested him with him. And for 5 years now, they've been building it for 5-6 years now, and now they actually have it. The first one was driven today in Phoenix. I don't know who rode in it, but it was the first one was driven today in Phoenix.
Hey, Dwayne.
Go ahead, Kenny.
I'll tell you about that stuff. What I always tell you about that technology stuff.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, go ahead.
What's up?
Yeah, well, you know, that we seen what happened. Well, we've seen what happened with what happened with the Uber, you know, and lady had passed away. She had got hit by one of them in Chandler a couple years ago, you know. Right.
Yeah,
right,
I remember that. Yeah,
So
I do.
I mean, we got to see if they really get all the kinks out. So if it's driven here in Phoenix for the first time, that's the thing, the first time in Phoenix. It was usually in Chandler and Gilbert and out there the smaller towns. So hey, yeah, don't be the first one.
Don't be the first one, man.
Well,
and
someone is going to be the first.
Somebody's going to always be the first, man.
Right, right.
Well, your boy, I'd rather be the first than the last. But anyway, your boy Vice President Pence came out today. He had a mega rally in Peoria, along with Harrison. They came out. Harrison. With Kamala Harris, they came out today to Phoenix. So Phoenix has been popping all day today, man. They had a mega rally out there.
Did the fly come?
The fly didn't follow.
Oh.
That was very surprising because the fly and Pence is like best friends right now. He didn't follow him at all, and I was like surprised. I was looking for the fly. I thought he had a nickname, but hey.
He's on social media, so
he's all over. Right, he's the man. I hope he didn't die yet. Did somebody smash him or something? I hope he didn't die yet.
Right. Now, before we go to break, there is a topic that's very important. Now, Kenny, we talked about this, about the stimulus, you know, package that they're trying to redo, right? And, you know, the $1,200. Now, there's still in talks. You know, Trump had came out of the hospital saying that he's gonna shut it down or whatever. I think because he wants credit for it. But you know, today they said Pelosi and Mnuchin are talking. They talked for 40 minutes, and you know they're still ironing out deals. Man, are they just playing with us?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, that's the real question. Are they just playing with us? Because it's been 4 or 5 months since they said they're gonna have a second, you know, stimulus package.
They're just playing with you guys.
What do you think, Kenny? They just playing with us?
I think they are, man. Honestly, man, I don't even think about it. Because if I think about it, it's just gonna make me mad, man. And you can't miss what you don't have. You know what I'm saying? If they give it to me, oh well. If they don't, oh well. That's how I think of it, you know. Thank you for the first one, you know what I'm saying? If we actually gained off of it, so thank you for the first one. I did right by them.
Right. And that's the thing is the main issue is people that are worried about, you know, this next stimulus. You know, what did you do with the first one? Did you do right by it or not?
Hell no, they didn't.
You know what I mean?
No.
And that's the problem. When you see, you know, people instead of people buying, you know, unnecessary things, you got supposed to buy things that last.
Well, it seems to me like the same thing that our dear brother Kenny is saying, that they don't know what tomorrow holds. So this is why they're giving out the money now, so you can get yourself secure for tomorrow. Now that's just speculation. But they are giving that money out, and at the same time, they are playing with the second batch of it. I mean, looking at the presidency and all the election stuff and all the debates and all the crazy stuff, it seems like they're playing the game that we've got to catch up to. And they'll explain it later, but it's just a big game.
Well, you know what the solution is, and Kenny his part of the solution. Stop playing the game.
Stop playing it, man. Don't even
just
hang
turn
out
it
with
off.
those guys.
Turn the game off.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's basically. A lot of people is scared to do it, but that's what you got to do is not play the game. Play your own game.
Play your
you know?
own game.
And with that, we're going to be right back with more Mark My Words Sports Show.
Sports Show.
Hey, you know there's still time until October 31st to fill out the census. Don't forget to respond and make sure to count all the kids and babies living with you most of the year, even if they're not family members. It only takes a few minutes so that local schools and programs get more of the federal funding they need for the next 10 years. Fill out the census today at my2020census.gov. That's my2020census.gov. Or call 844-330-2020.
To some, the sound of a baby babbling doesn't mean much, but that's not true. They're testing out vowels and consonants and trying different sounds. And by 12 months, their babbling is beginning to take on meaning, especially if there's no babbling at all. Little to no babbling by 12 months or later is just one of the possible signs of autism in children. Learn more at autismspeaks.org. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
We are the boy band. Between me, you see. We are the boy band. It's painful concert number 3. We are the boy band. We're 5 million. We are the boy band. Always singing on key.
You love your kids enough to take them to see their favorite band. Love them enough to make sure they're buckled up in the back seat. Show them you love them. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Look, baby boy, you all you gotta do is live your life in disguise. Thinking about your face, I'm thinking about your eyes, I'm thinking about your waist, and everything I have to compromise. Everything in disguise, I don't really miss you good. I just wanna kiss you in before you in your head. Kiss you in your lips, hold you in your hips. Yeah, I'm the man, every on the tip. All the kiss for your hips. Every on the tip, I'm trying to see. Your love All right, we're back. Return of Mark My Words. I can definitely hear you.
What's good?
Right. You got any topics, Kenny, you want to bring up? No? What you got? Right, I feel you.
Alright.
Right. Well,
that's right. That's love, bro. That's life, bro. That's what's up. That's
Right.
good.
right, I feel you, you know. So,
Okay, so it says Aries, March 21st through April 19th. Ask clarity. Your situation is confusing and you feel lost. The answer you're seeking. Hiding in plain sight. A Taurus. So a Taurus is for Aries. I'm a Taurus, girls. What's going on?
oh my goodness. So I don't know if, this is actually, what I wanted to bring up is, this past week, the singer Eddie Van Halen had passed away. From the group
Eddie
Van Halen.
passed away?
Right.
What?
Yeah. Yep. And his brother had, paid tribute to him.
Yeah.
And yeah, he actually passed away this past week.
No, man.